You wake to the sound of metal groaning beneath you. Your eyes open slowly. The floor is cold, the ceiling is low, and somewhere in the distance something hums. You push yourself up, palms flat against the steel grating. Your breath comes out in small clouds. The air here is different, thinner, older, like it's been trapped for years. You look around. The hallway stretches in both directions, lined with pipes that drip condensation. The walls are dark gray, almost black in places where rust has taken hold. Emergency lights flicker overhead, casting everything in shades of amber and shadow. You don't remember how you got here. You remember the vault, you remember the creature, you remember running, and then nothing. You stand, legs unsteady. Your hands are scraped, your clothes torn. There's a smear of something dark on your sleeve. You don't look too closely. You choose a direction and start walking. The hum grows louder with each step. The hallway slopes downward, deeper into the earth. You pass doorways sealed with yellow caution tape, their windows dark and empty. Some have warning signs, biohazard symbols, radiation warnings, words and languages you don't recognize. This place is old. Older than the facility above. Older than Brookhaven itself, maybe. You reach a junction where 3 hallways meet. In the center is a faded sign, its paint peeling. Forgotten sector, authorized personnel only. Below it, someone has spray painted in red. Turn back. You don't turn back, you can't. The hum is louder now, resonating in your chest like a second heartbeat. You follow it, drawn forward by something you can't name. The left hallway calls to you. You enter it. The walls here are different, lined with old screens, their glass cracked and dark. Between them are machines you don't recognize, their purpose is lost to time. Cables hang from the ceiling like dead vines. The floor is littered with debris, broken keyboards, shattered monitors, papers yellowed with age. You pick up one of the papers. The ink is faded, but you can make out fragments. Containment protocols insufficient. Energy signature spreading beyond projected parameters. Recommend immediate evacuation of surface structures. You drop the paper, it flutters to the ground, joining the others. Ahead you see a light, not the dim emergency lights, but something brighter, blue, white, and steady. You move toward it. The light comes from a terminal, still active after all these years. It sits on a desk in a small room, surrounded by more papers, more warnings, more evidence of whatever happened here. The screen flickers, text appears. Core breach imminent. The words pulse, urgent and insistent. You reach for the keyboard. Your fingers hover over the keys, hesitant. But you need to know, you need to understand. You type, status report. The screen flickers again. Lines of code scroll past, too fast to read. Then they stop, replaced by a single message. Accessing archived data. Moment passes, 2, then the screen changes. A map appears. You recognize it immediately, Brookhaven. The streets, the buildings, the facility, but this map shows something else, something beneath the surface. Red lines spread through the earth like veins, branching and connecting in a vast network. They originate from a single point deep below the facility and extend outward, reaching beneath every street, every home, every structure in town. The core isn't just beneath the facility, it's beneath everything. And according to the map, the red veins are growing, spreading, waking up. You stare at the screen trying to process what you're seeing. The town above, everyone in it, is sitting on top of this thing. This network of energy that pulses and grows and waits. How long has it been here? How long has it been waiting? The screen flickers again. A new window opens, a video file, it's timestamped from weeks ago. You click play. The stranger's face fills the screen. He looks different here, older, weaker. His eyes, usually bright with that unnatural blue light, are dim. His skin is pale, almost gray. He's sitting in this very room at this very desk. He looks directly into the camera, directly at you. If you're seeing this, he says, his voice rough and tired, then the vault failed. He pauses, coughing. When he continues, his voice is quieter. The creature is no longer bound. The containment protocols have collapsed, and the core, he looks away at something off-screen, the core is waking up. He turns back to the camera. You must reach the core before it spreads beyond the network, before it reaches the surface, before it consumes everything. He leans forward, his eyes intense despite their dimness. I'm uploading coordinates to this terminal. Follow them. They'll take you to the core chamber. He pauses again, longer this time, but you'll have to go through the red zone. The way he says it, the red zone sends ice through your veins. I'm sorry, he says. I'm sorry you have to be the one to do this. I'm sorry I couldn't stop it myself. He reaches toward the camera. The screen goes black. You stand in the silence, the hum of the core filling the space where his voice was. Your hands are shaking. You check the terminal. True to his word, there are coordinates, a path marked on the map in blue, cutting through the red veins toward the center, toward the core. The path goes through an area marked in deep crimson, labeled simply, Red Zone, do not enter. You have no choice. You memorize the route, then leave the room. The hallway continues downward, deeper still. The temperature drops with each step. Your breath comes out in thick clouds now, and frost begins to appear on the pipes. You reach a heavy door, its surface painted with red and white stripes. A sign reads, Warning, Red Zone beyond this point. Extreme hazard. Authorized access only. You push the door open. Red light spills out, you step through. The corridor beyond is bathed in crimson. The walls pulse with it, veins of red energy running through the metal like blood through veins. The hum is louder here, not just a sound, but a feeling that vibrates through your bones. The air feels heavy, thick, like moving through water. You walk slowly, carefully. The red light makes everything look wrong, shadows fall in strange directions, distances are hard to judge, your own hands look alien and unfamiliar. You pass more rooms, their doors open or torn from their hinges. Inside you see equipment twisted and melted, walls scorched black, and stains you don't want to identify. Something happened here, something terrible. You're halfway down the corridor when you hear it. A sound like breathing, like something massive drawing air into lungs that were never meant to exist. You freeze, the breathing grows closer. You look around frantically and spot a broken console lying on its side. You dive behind it, pressing yourself flat against the wall, making yourself as small as possible. The breathing becomes footsteps, heavy, deliberate. The creature enters the corridor. You can see it through a gap in the console, its massive form moving through the red light. But it looks different now, less solid. Its body flickers and shifts, phasing between red energy and black shadow, never quite settling on either. The corruption is spreading through it, consuming it, changing it into something else. It moves past your hiding spot, close enough that you can feel the heat radiating from its body. Close enough to hear the whispers that surround it, thousands of voices speaking in languages you've never heard. It pauses, your heart stops. It turns its head, scanning the corridor, looking for something, looking for you. You hold your breath, every muscle locked in place. Seconds stretch into eternities. Then it moves on, continuing down the corridor until it disappears around a corner. You wait. You count to 100, then you move. You emerge from behind the console and continue forward, following the path the stranger gave you. The corridor branches and splits, but you stay on course, guided by the coordinates burned into your memory. The red light grows brighter. The hum becomes a roar, and then you see it. The corridor opens into a massive circular chamber larger than anything you've seen in the facility. The walls curve upward into darkness, so high you can't see the ceiling. The floor is a grid of metal grating, and beneath it you can see more red veins pulsing and writhing. In the center of the chamber, suspended in the air, is the core. It's huge, a sphere of pure red energy, easily 20 feet across. It hovers inside a containment field, a cage of blue light that flickers and sparks. The core pulses like a heartbeat, each pulse sending waves of red light across the chamber. You step onto the grating. It rings beneath your feet, the sound echoing in the vast space. You walk toward the core, drawn by its rhythm, its power. The whispers return, but they're different now. They're not the blue whispers you heard before, the ones that guided and warned. These are red, angry, hungry. You stop at the edge of the containment field, close enough to feel its energy crackling against your skin. The core pulses before you, and with each pulse the whispers grow louder. Then the red energy begins to change. It shifts and swirls, forming shapes in the air, faces made of light and shadow. Memories pulled from somewhere deep and dark. You see the creature not as it is now, but as it was, something pure and blue, a guardian meant to protect. You see the moment it changed, the moment the red energy touched it, corrupted it, twisted it into what it became. You see the stranger, younger, stronger, trying to contain the spread, trying to save the creature, save the core, save everything. You see him fail, and then you see yourself, standing in this very chamber, reaching toward the core. Your hands glowing with blue light. The vision shows you what you were meant to do: stabilize the core, balance the red energy with blue, restore the containment before it spread beyond the facility. But something went wrong. The vision shifts, you see yourself screaming, the blue light turning red, the containment field shattering, the core surging outward, spreading its veins through the earth beneath Brookhaven. The red energy swirls closer, forming words in the air. You are the breach. No, that can't be right. You step back, shaking your head, but the words remain, pulsing in time with the core. You are the breach. You caused this. You failed. The containment field flickers. Sparks fly from its generators, and then you hear it, the breathing again, the footsteps. The creature enters the chamber. It sees you immediately. Its form solidifies, the red and black coalescing into something almost physical. It roars, and the sound shakes the entire chamber. Pieces of metal fall from above, crashing onto the grating. The core responds to the creature's presence. It pulses faster, brighter. The red energy surges outward, pushing against the containment field. Cracks appear in the blue light. You run to the nearest console, fingers flying over the controls. You need to stabilize the field, need to contain the surge, need to stop this before it spreads to the surface. But the console locks you out. Access denied. You try again. Denied. The creature moves closer, each step making the grating shake. The core pulses harder, the red energy rising like a tide. The containment field cracks wider. You slam your fists against the console, screaming in frustration. Nothing works, nothing responds. The creature roars again, closer now. The core's pulse becomes a continuous surge. The red energy begins to rise, flowing up through the chamber, spreading across the walls, reaching for the corridors above, reaching for the surface, reaching for Brookhaven. You look up at the creature, at the core, at the red energy consuming everything, and you realize you don't know what to do. You were supposed to know. You were supposed to be ready, but you're not. The creature lunges. The core explodes with light. The red energy rises like a wave. You reach for the override switch one last time, but your hands pass through the controls like they're not even there, like you're not even there. The creature's roar fills your ears. The red light fills your vision, and you scream. I'm not ready. The chamber shakes, the core pulses, the red energy surges, and everything goes black.